Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. And again, for the second show in a row, we got Smitty. How we doing, boys?
Great.
Yeah, pretty well. Of course, lost the war against Smitty's Irish last night. PSU just falling short. Hell of a game, though. Finally, we had a proper playoff game. Most of them have been blowouts, but we're getting into the real meat of things. It's funny because all these teams are like, they're not in the top four in terms of their ranking and all that bullshit. Like, it just shows the fallacy and the fraudulence of the current format. But anyway, that was a good game. Tough result. Do not want the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to win the Natty, but it's okay because the Buckeyes are going to kill them in a week and a half or so. So yeah, we're doing all right. Very good day in hockey, as we'll get into with our puck bets. But doing very well over here. How are you doing, Schmitty?
I'm doing all right. Hey, you can't say that about college football. Arizona State almost pulled it off, so they got something right there.
That was a blow for most of the game. Just fucking Texas letting it back in it there. That's typical of a Sark game. But you're right. That was a fun one. But admit it though, like most of these games have just been awful.
That is true. But no one did expect that Oregon outcome. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Texas, 6.
Yeah. That's a 6-point spread there. I'm doing pretty good. Good night in hockey last night as well. Of course, my Flyers lost, but that was expected. I was on the Stars. I'm not sure if you were as well there, but the Flyers, one of their worst games in a while, so that was disappointing. But yeah, good puck bets. We'll get into those. Make sure top of the show here, you check out the Hockey Gambling Podcast on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Subscribe all there, like, comment, all that good stuff there. Follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN. And I guess get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. We do usually try to throw in there when we're going live the day of, so you can get a good timing there. But yeah, let's just hop right into these puck bets. We got 15 games on Saturday, so get right into it here with the puck bets. Joel, you were 5-1, up 91.21 puck bucks. Take it away.
Before I get into these, this is a good day because I went heavy on. I want Jannik Sinner to win the Australian Open, so I parlayed 5 money lines. The only one that lost was the Knights, so it was a good day to double down on all these. So yeah, I'm loaded up on Jannik Sinner to win the Australian Open now, so that's good. But yeah, Lightning. They beat the Bruins. They were the better team for most of the game, even though the score was pretty close for most of it. No problem there. Rangers, this one went to overtime. They were a nice dog at plus 150. And yeah, finally got an OT result there. Actually, I shouldn't say finally. I've been getting a little luckier with these OT results lately. So yeah, I thought that was the right bet, but that was coming back from the West. Yeah, good spot for the Rangers there at a big dog price. They got bet too, so this closed like plus 125. Sabres plus 124, massive Mutsky special with the Senators off that 9-game roadie. And yeah, easy win there, 4 or 5-0, whatever it was, no problem. Avalanche, this wasn't really a handicap. I just did it for the brand, so to speak. And yeah, they fucking dominated the Wild 6-1. Killed it, even on the back-to-back. Yeah, the Knights, not even close. Like they were actually the better team. They had a goal disallowed, very soft goalie interference in the first period. It's been a trend this season where these soft GI calls are being challenged and overturned. So that was frustrating. They lost 4-0, I believe, in the end. And Hurricanes, yeah, nice win there against the Leafs. They were totally outplaying them. They bad start. Leafs came out to a 2-0 lead, but it was all Hurricanes for like the whole game. So yeah, good fucking day. Had some other bets as well, and yeah, it was one of the better days of the season.
Actually, you got Shesterkin back for that Rangers game too, so that definitely helped you out there. a bit. Speaking of bad starts, I had the Oilers on the puck line. They were down 3-0, 4-1 after the first, 5-1 early in the second there. I mean, ended up out shooting them 43-26. But so puck line didn't hit there. Dallas, easy win for them against the Flyers. Flyers didn't really have a chance. Tampa Bay, yeah, you said it. That was a good win there over Boston, who's really scuffling right now. Buffalo got outshot 35-21, came away with the 4-0 win. Did not get the over 5.5 there at -130, so ate some juice there. Blue Jackets -105. I think they ended up being plus money by puck drop. They won that one 6-2 at home. Also got that over 6.5, despite Joey Daccord coming back. The Ducks, I mean, they didn't show up whatsoever. Blues dominated them there 6-2. I think the Blues were up 4-0 at one point in the first period. Colorado, yeah, I guess they kind of phoned it in there in Chicago. The first half of the back-to-back, got Blackwood for the second half and got that one. And then Vegas puck line, another puck line that, at least they lost outright, didn't get cut there. So 6-4, up 39.63 for me. Smitty, how did you do last night?
It was a winning day. Can't complain too much. Most of what I did was what Joel had, and then a couple other ones. The unders did not hit. I had the under in the Ducks game, and that was poor at best.
I mean, that should have been a goalie battle. It turned out to be.
Is it the Stalin net? I didn't watch any of that game.
Yeah. Catfish can kiss those.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's gone.
Give me my $5, dude.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, it's gone.
All right, make sure you check out the SGPN app and main feed. NFL playoffs are here. We got 2 games tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday night. So check out Sports Gambling Podcast for all your NFL picks and props. All right, anything else before we get into these games for Saturday?
Go.
All right, kick us off here at 1 o'clock. We got the Boston Bruins plus 154 at the Florida Panthers minus 185. Over 5.5 is -118. Under 5.5 is -102 here. I said it before, Boston just not playing well right now. Lost 6 in a row. Outscored 8-1 the past 2 games against Edmonton and Tampa. Florida coming home from a quick 2-game road trip. Won 4-1 there in Utah. Have had 2 days off now. 12-8-1 at home. 8-12-2 on the road for Boston here. I think you got to go with Florida. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take that juice of -185. And yeah, Florida has been playing some closer games when they do win. Shootout win against Pittsburgh, overtime win against St. Louis here. So might be a stay away type of game for me, but could look to the under 5.5 at -102. Boston not scoring whatsoever, and Florida playing pretty good defensively here. But nothing strong for me here for this one.
Yeah, this line is just a little bit too big with the Panthers coming back from that road trip. A couple days off in between. Nice rest there. But the Bruins was playing Tampa last night. The Bruins in these matinee games tend to play pretty well. And plus 154, I think, is just a nice number for them. So I have a little hunch here that the Bruins are going to get off the schneid here and win this one. So, in a rematch of the second round playoffs, give me the Bruins plus 154. They are playing a little better. They just haven't got the results. Kind of the opposite of how they're playing earlier, where they were playing bad but still getting points. And now they're playing better and not getting points. I think that turns around here. Give me the Bruins. I think it'll be a close game. This could easily be an overtime game. So plus 154. I like that quite a bit. And yeah, it's a Bruins game. They can't generate any offense. Panthers are very good defensively as well. And Bobrovsky's playing a lot better than he was to start the year. So under 5.5 is looking pretty good too. So Bruins in the under for me.
Yeah, I mean, how could you say anything else? Like what Ryan used to say, 2-2 going into overtime, like Panthers with the defense, Boston Bruins. It's going to be a playoff game. It feels like almost. I do have Panthers in regulation though, so hopefully it doesn't go to overtime. But yeah, definitely an underplay here is the best look for right now.
Yeah, trying to find the draw line right now, plus 330, or that 2-2 correct score. Hopefully that comes through, Smitty.
I hope not. So,
right down to 4 o'clock here. Got the Ottawa Senators minus 115 at the Pittsburgh Penguins minus 105. Under 6.5 at minus 122. Over 6.5 plus 102. Smitty, your Sens are back in action here.
And too bad I went with the Pens. So I mean, you shoot over 30 times and you don't even put in one goal the other night. They don't look good offensively. Goaltending is shoddy at best right now. They do not look like a good team at this point. I don't understand how, with so much talent on the front line, that anything is not happening at this point. So, Penguins, they put up 5 the other day. Yes, it is a big win that just happened, so they may have some regression, but I don't know. It doesn't even matter what goaltender's in net for Pittsburgh. So, you know what? I have no problem putting the minus 105 right now.
I agree with all that. I bet the Pens as well. I like the way that they're playing lately. They've totally turned their season around after they were looking like one of the worst teams in the league. Their underlying numbers still aren't very good. They are still below average in that respect. But when you look at the play, I mean, they're playing well. I mean, Malkin, I think he's going to be out for this one as well. He missed the last game, so I don't expect him to be back anytime soon. But doesn't matter. The Penguins are playing really well. Just beat the Oilers, and yeah, totally outplayed them before. They got the game state with the Oilers chasing the game later on. And that kind of, inflated the Oilers shot count and whatnot. But, yeah, Penguins here playing pretty well. Senators are, once again, just totally disappointing. And, yeah, it's a tough schedule for the Sens. After that long road trip, you got one game at home, and you go back on the road. That's not good. So, I like the Pens here as very small dogs.
Yeah, completely agree with all that. I'm not sure what the schedule makers are doing on that long road trip. Went back home, back on the road, then back at home for a back-to-back against Dallas, then back on the road again. Like, you'd figure they'd get a decent homestand after that, but they're not doing that. So, yeah, Pittsburgh here at home, even without Malkin, I think just a much better team, unless Allmark makes a surprise return, which I can't imagine he will. He was just placed on IR on Tuesday. I mean, Ottawa's lost, 4 in a row. 6 of their past 7 coming off a shutout the last game, shutout in St. Louis 3 games ago there. So, yeah, Pittsburgh here minus 105 as a home underdog. Got to be all over that. And the over 6.5. I like that there at plus money here, plus 102. Ottawa's been allowing 3-4 goals a game. Pittsburgh scoring 3 or 4. Well, a bunch of 4-3 games there in overtime, 5-3 on Thursday night. So, yeah, like the Pens here at home, as well as the over 6.5 plus 102. All right, down to 4 o'clock again. Got the Seattle Kraken plus 110 at the Buffalo Sabres minus 130. Over 5.5 minus 125. Under 5.5 plus 105. Joel, take this one.
Yeah, I mentioned before, the Kraken are playing pitifully. They're only behind the Sharks in terms of their expected goals for percentage. And Sabres are playing a little better lately. They have coming off that nice win against the Senators. And you know what? The East is wide open in terms of the wild card spots. So Sabres are still in the race somehow, despite losing, 9 or 10 in a row around Christmas. Give me the Sabres here, minus 130. The Kraken is absolutely pitiful right now. They're not getting the goaltending. They're not getting any offense whatsoever. So, yeah, without Eberle in the lineup, too, that's been a big issue. And, they just don't have any real game breakers, playmakers, or goal scorers. Sabres here, minus 130 at home. I think they're the better team, so I'll take them. Total, I guess the Sabres, if they win, they're going to be scoring some goals. I just can't trust the Kraken offense. So I got nothing for the total, but I did bet the Sabres money line.
Smitty?
Yeah, I don't have much for this game other than maybe the under. Yeah, Kraken looked terrible against the Columbus Blues, and they've been at least making everybody look good offensively, and it was not a good game at all for them. And then the Sabres before that, UPL looked all right, but yeah, nothing amazing there. So right now, maybe an underplay, but yeah, see where the line goes in the morning, I guess, for right now.
Yeah, I agree there with the Sabres there here at home, minus 130. They're looking better kind of recently, back-to-back wins after that 3-game losing streak on the road against 3 of the best teams in the West, Dallas, Colorado, and Vegas. Seattle lost 4 in a row, 8 of their past 10 there. The Cord coming back maybe will help them, but it's a back-to-back here, first half, so maybe they get Grubauer anyway after Decord. And wait, did Grubauer start last night? It looks like here, and then was relieved by Decord or something there. They both played. Grubauer allowed 5 of them.
Blue Jackets scored 6, so I'm sure they did some goalie dancing in there.
It looks like Grubauer allowed 5, and then Decord allowed none. So I don't know if they pulled their goalie at some point or what happened there. But either way, I love the not love the Sabres, but like the
I'm
Sabres
glad we
here,
don't know that because that means we didn't watch that fucking game.
Yeah. Sabres minus 130. I like that there, but also like the going against Smitty with the over 5.5 minus 125 is a bit juicy. You can get over 6 at even money minus 105. All 6 of the meetings between these two teams have gone over 6-2 and 5-2 last season. So you could see a back and forth shootout here a little bit. So that'd probably be my stronger play, the over 5.5 at minus 125. All right, we are brought to you by DraftKings. Playoffs. We're talking about playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs, and you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Replace your first bet. Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SGP. That's code SGP for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. All right, down to the night slate here, 7 p.m. We got the Edmonton Oilers minus 278 at the Chicago Blackhawks plus 225. Oilers puck line and Blackhawks puck line both at minus 110. Over 6.5 minus 125. Under 6.5 plus 105. Joel, right back to you.
Yeah, I like the Oilers here coming off that tough loss to the Penguins. You like a good team. After a loss like that, they got them pretty embarrassed. I mean, the score was kind of close at the end, but they were losing 3-0, 4-1. And, totally outplayed for the most part of that game. So give me the Oilers here on the puck line. Blackhawks are one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst. Them or the Sharks. It's pretty close. But, I like the Oilers here to win by margin. So I just minus 110 for them to win by 2 goals. I like that quite a bit. I also have Oilers money line parlay with another game coming up. What is it? The Capitals, I think, or no, it's the we'll figure it out later. But I do have a money line parlay with the Oilers in a couple things. So and the Blackhawks playing tonight too. So that's definitely a bad rest disadvantage. So Oilers all the way. Total juicy 6.5. Kind of like the under with the way the Oilers are playing defensively. Blackhawks struggle offensively, so I'm not sure why it's minus 125 for the over. So plus 105 for under 6.5, kind of like that as well. So Oilers in the under for me.
Yeah, I hate to echo the same thing, but Oilers woke up last night against the Pens, so minus 1.5 all the way. And then, I guess the under, but you never know at this point. They could lay 7 themselves because the Blackhawks look terrible from time to time. Most of the time, I should say.
Yeah, same thing here. Oilers puck line minus 110. I imagine that gets bet up quite a bit. Kind of a revenge game here. The second game of the year, Oilers at home lost 5-2 to the Blackhawks.
That's right.
Back to back. I think Mrazek started tonight, so it's going to be
Soderblom
tomorrow.
Who's been pretty good, actually.
He just allowed 2 to Montreal, but allowed 6 to the Rangers after that, and 5 to Dallas before that. So maybe Edmonton, maybe an Edmonton race to 4 here or something. But I think puck line at minus 110 is what I'm going to do. Chicago is in Detroit tonight, which is always a big game for them, even though Detroit's in the East now. Big rivalry game there. So Oilers puck line minus 110 would probably play it up to minus 125 or so. And I'm going to stay away from the total just because I could see Edmonton scoring 7 themselves. All right, down to 7 o'clock again here. I got the Tampa Bay Lightning plus 130 at the New Jersey Devils minus 155. Under 6.5 is minus 130. Over 6.5 is plus 110. Smitty, take this one.
Both teams I'm in love with, so I don't have much for this game because I am super high on both of them, even though the Devils lost last night. Lightning are visiting, but they do play tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. So we got to watch out for some goalie news tomorrow on that one. And the Devils and Markstrom, he's played a couple straight games, so it is a little worrisome that they may give him some time off. So I have no problem waiting till tomorrow and seeing who's confirmed and who's not. As of right now, if it did start both Vass and Markstrom, I would say the under 6 at whatever that is. But yeah, as of right now, nothing. Wait and see.
I do like a bet in this game, and that would be the Tampa Bay Lightning. But you're right. The Lightning do play on Sunday, so it's a little concerning there. I mean, would they rather have Vasilevsky for this one, and then who's it? JJ? He's the backup, right? No, I got that one right.
Johansson.
Yeah, so that's a little concerning. But I did bet the Lightning. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, Devils coming back for a long road trip. I know they just played the Rangers there, so it's not quite the Malinsky thing. They've been home for a little bit. Yeah, plus 130, I think it's just too big of a price here for the Lightning. I'll take that. And yeah, it's definitely a concern though, because it's a massive downgrade between Vasilevsky and Jonas Johansson. So this is one of the few cases where goalies do matter. But yeah, either way, I'll ride my luck here. I bet the Lightning. You can always cash out a lot of these books too. So that's another thing. If you can, just bet a book where you can cash out for preferably tax free. But yeah, I bet the Lightning here. Total again, very dependent on the goalie news. But if it's Vasilevsky under 6.5, even at this minus 130, I don't know what DraftKings is fucking doing with these juicy lines here. I don't know why I just don't move it to 6. But yeah,
they're not playing them anymore. It's all been halves.
Yeah.
For about 2 weeks now, it's been garbage.
Yeah, no kidding. Just noticing that. So yeah, the under would be the look if Vasilevsky's starting, but only bet the Lightning so far.
Yeah, you can't even get a flat total when you go to the alternate total and on DraftKings anymore, which kind of sucks there. But whatever, they got to try to get some more money from their subscribers and whatnot here. But yeah, love the Lightning here on the road, plus 130. They've struggled on the road a bit this season, 9-9-1. Went out west and did not. They scored 3 goals in 3 games in San Jose, LA, and Anaheim. Lost all 3. So going up to New Jersey now, then Pittsburgh and Boston, they're going to have the right mindset, I think, here. Devils coming off that long road trip. I know they were just in MSG there, pretty much home, but still think there's some Malinsky special here to go with that. They lost every game on that road trip except in Seattle, who Markstrom made 3 amazing saves in that one to beat a bad team. So yeah, I like the Lightning here, plus 130. Yeah, watch the goaltending, but I would look to the under 6.5 as well. Devils have been an insane under team this season. 28 and 14 is the under to the over there. Lightning have also gone under more than over as well here. So yeah, give me the Bolts plus 130. They lost Stamkos. They got Gensel in there. They just keep chugging along. So yeah, Lightning here plus 130.
Kucherov is due too. Like that's what they're saying. I watched quite a bit of that Bruins Lightning game yesterday, and the commentators are saying like Kucherov is he's been unlucky not to score these goals. Like he keeps hitting the post, and yeah, so expect some kind of breakup from Kucherov going forward.
There you go. Are you saying to bet a prop there, perchance?
Possibly. Possibly. Wow. I mean, don't hold me to it, but if I was a prop betting guy, that's what I would look at. But
can't wait to see your same game parlay slip in the Hockey Channel there.
Right, on my Underdog video.
All right, going down to 7 o'clock again. Got the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 136 at the St. Louis Blues minus 162. Under 6.5 is minus 125. Over 6.5 is plus 105 here. Columbus has been good recently, but we know they are a tale of 2 teams. At home, they're 14-5-3. On the road, they're 5-12-3 here. St. Louis around 500, both on the road and at home, coming off that big 6-2 win over Anaheim. Columbus, though, 3-game winning streak, including in Pittsburgh on the road there. 1-4 of their past 5. So I guess I would look to Columbus here at plus 136, but you never know which Blues team is really going to show up. So I guess, but I might look to the over 6.5 here at plus 105. Blues have been an under team this season, but 8, 10, and 10 goals in their past 3 games, including in Columbus last Saturday. So, yeah, a week later, it was 6-4 last Saturday. So, might go with the over 6.5 here at plus 105. The Blue Jackets have gone over in 5 straight games there, and it looks like 7 of their past 9 or so. So, yeah, give me the over here, 6.5 plus 105, and that's it for me.
Man, I hate these fucking diving Hurricanes, man. Like JT Miller just like softly nudged Andrei Svechnikov and he just like bailed, man. Like, what the fuck's the point of having an embellishment rule if they don't actually enforce it?
Yeah, they only call it when they call tripping too. They call them at the same time, and that's it.
Yeah.
Piss.
Matthew Tkachuk every time.
Anyway, I don't got nothing for this game. The Blues have been playing really well lately, and after they got the Jim Montgomery hire, and Blue Jackets been up and down, I guess. But yeah, coming off the big win against the miserable Kraken. Don't read too much into that. Minus 162, though, is just too big of a price to pay. So unfortunately, I got nothing for this one. Once again, we got a juicy total here, under 6.5, minus 125. Blues have been really good offensively lately under Montgomery, so it kind of scares me. The Blue Jackets, like I said before in the last show, their defense it's been suspect. The goaltending has been struggling as well. So I got nothing for this one. If anything, just the Blues like minus 1.5 at plus 154 if you really want to watch this game, but I do not recommend it.
Well, I mean, you got a Blues game and Columbus is on the road. All you got to do is say, fuck the Blues. So there isn't anything here. There are so many other games and better games on at the same time. So you might as well just ignore it, move on, and don't even add it to your channel list. It's all good.
All right. Down to 7 o'clock again here. We got the Dallas.
BJ, though, shout out to him. Bulljacks, big Blue Jackets fan. He's been killing it with the Marchenko props. So we'll add that to him. Like, he must be just pissed off at us for that little miserable segment on his team. So yeah, Marchenko. How about that? Let's get him an anytime goal scorer.
Yeah, Marchenko's been insane this season. 46 points, tied for 19th most in the league. There, I mean, more than Nylander, more than Panarin, more than Aho, Tavares, Pasternak. Like, he's been great for Columbus. Columbus Blue Jackets. Shout out Bulljacks in a playoff spot. So yeah.
Fuck, man. So much for my worst record, but.
Yeah. All right, down to 7 o'clock here. We got the Dallas Stars minus 205 at the Montreal Canadiens plus 170, over 5.5 minus 130, under 5.5 plus 110. Joel, take this one.
I got to look up who's playing in net tonight for the Canadiens. They are playing the Capitals. They are losing 1-0. Oh, it's Dobes, however you say it. He actually set a record though for the first Canadian goaltender who only allowed 1 goal in his first 2 starts. So shout out to him. He looked really good in the games that I watched. But yeah, we'll get Montembeault presumably for this one. Yeah, it's a tough spot for the Canadiens. And they've been playing really well. Like, they saved their season. They're now like close to a playoff spot. But yeah, plus 170. It's not enough coming back from Washington. The Stars just been chilling there. Oh, the Hurricanes just scored. But fuck. But maybe the Stars been hanging out those Montreal nightclubs. But I think they're disciplined enough. They've been playing really well lately. They're finally getting some stuff going. Can make a run at the division. So yeah, I mean, the Stars here. This line's got to go up, even with the starter net for the Habs. Yeah, the minus 1.5 plus 130, the regulation price, whatever that is. This is the game I think that I parlay the Oilers with. So Oilers Stars parlay. Yeah, so give me the Stars once again. Oh, these fucking totals, man. Minus 130 over 5.5. Yeah, or over 6. I think that we could see some goals here with the Habs on the back-to-back and their offense finally getting going. Patrick Laine has been awesome on the power play, and Stars' offense is going as well, even if Ottinger is still not quite vintage Otter yet. So over and Stars for me.
Yeah. Welcome to USA streaming because they just scored 10 seconds ago. So solid work there. Stars regulation. Yeah, the Habs have been looking great, but it's a step up in class. Let's see how they do and go from there. But yeah, definitely Stars in regulation. I don't have for the over under right now. Ottinger has not looked great last start. So we'll see what happens. And then, yeah, that's about all I got for that one.
Yeah, I think I was trying to go for the over here, over 5.5, but minus 130 is a bit steep. Montembeault is the better goalie there in Montreal, and Ottinger is going to be rested. The Smith started there in Philly on Thursday, so maybe we'll get vintage Ottinger. So probably going to stay away from the total, but I think if anything, I'm going to go the other way with Montreal here, plus 170. I'm going to hope that goes up a bit on the back-to-back, hopefully 2-1 or better here. They have been decent on back-to-backs this season, 5-1-1, and they've gone over 5 and 7 of those 7 games as well here. I know
5-1-1. They played that many backups or back-to-backs already?
Back-to-backs, yeah, they played 7.
Oh my word!
Yeah, so I mean, I was just looking through their game log. Like one was at Columbus, one was a home with Detroit. They just beat Colorado on a back-to-back in Colorado, so we have that recently. Yeah, so I know Line, I think, is not making this trip. He's day-to-day with an illness. David Savard is not available and not traveling, so maybe stay away. But if this gets up high enough for me, I might take the Habs here for the big Hockey Night in Canada game at home. All right, we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog Pick'em has one of the biggest menus for all sports. Underdog is always making it easier to win with profit boosts and give me Pick'ems. Underdog Playoff Best Ball is live. Get in before the games start. Gauntlet Tournament has $2 million in prizes up for grabs. There's a $25 entry. Football, basketball, MMA, NASCAR, NHL, and more. You can now use specials and boosts on all flexed entries. So sign up the promo code HGP to claim your special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code HGP. All right, here down to 7 p.m. again. Got the Anaheim Ducks plus 164 at the Philadelphia Flyers minus 198. Over 5.5 minus 125. Under 5.5 plus 105 here. I absolutely love my Flyers in this game. I know 2-1, minus 200 is a bit steep of a price to pay here, but we just saw them win in Anaheim 3-1. Also won in Anaheim last season 6-3. Going to be a rowdy atmosphere at the Flarg down there in South Philly with Cutter Gauthier making his first appearance in Philadelphia. Tickets are pretty expensive, but I hope to be among the crowd booing him and chanting "fuck Cutter" there. But yeah, so love the Flyers here, minus 198, coming off one of their worst performances of the season. I've been trying to think like when they look worse, but I mean, they lost 4-1 with an empty netter. So like you might think it was a close game. They actually outshot the Stars 28-22, but that was just embarrassing. Boot off the ice. Bronx cheered here and there. So Torts said they sucked. It was a clunker. So I think they're going to bounce back in a big way. So yeah, it's a bit juicy, minus 198. Maybe take the puck line. Anaheim coming off a 6-2 loss in St. Louis. Outshot 34-23 here. So Flyers money line, Flyers puck line plus 130, something like that. Sam Ersson returned for the Flyers last night. He played decently. So yeah, Flyers, whichever way you want to take them there.
Totally agree with all that. Like the Flyers here, they're playing really good hockey. They're just not getting the results. A bit unfortunate in a lot of respects. Yeah, not a good game against the Stars, but otherwise, yeah, they've been playing pretty well. Ducks, yeah, after that nice northern road trip, they kind of been showing themselves who they really are. One of the worst teams in the league. So yeah, Flyers, I think, just far superior team here, and the price suggests that, of course. But I do think that this is a good spot for the Flyers, even though the Ducks just got embarrassed by the Blues. I don't expect them to take their vengeance out here on the Flyers. So, like the Flyers quite a bit here, but I do not recommend a juicy money line play. But yeah, definitely like the puck line or regulation stuff to get that price down, because yeah, if it goes to overtime, it's not worth it. Just minus 198 it's too much to back here for the Flyers. Like they are inconsistent team, so definitely looking at the puck line and regulation bets here. The Ducks are just not a good team. Over 5.5, kind of interesting. The Flyers do generate a lot of offense, they're just not good at actually converting. That'll turn around, expect at some point, but yeah, not playing the total, but I do have some Flyer stuff going on.
Well, last time he played the Ducks, he looked great. Harrison did. So let's see if he can do it again. The only thing I can recommend is the under at this point. The Ducks, well, besides last night, have outstanding goaltending so far. So maybe they'll let in maybe 2, and then Harrison can just shut him out, and then he can have another great game while Ryan's in the building. So he'll get what he wants.
I need a dub. I've been at a few losses in a row here, so it'd be good to have a dub for me. All right, down to 7 o'clock again here. I got the Vancouver Canucks plus 160 at the Toronto Maple Leafs minus 192. Over 5.5 minus 125. Under 5.5 plus 105. Joel, what do you got here?
Well, I do like the Canucks today, but they're losing at the Hurricanes here. Bad spot for the Canes, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But we got the return of Elias Pettersson and Thatcher Demko for this one. So it'll be Lankin in the net in Toronto. Not a good spot, of course, for the Canucks going from Raleigh to Toronto. That's not exactly the best travel spot, but yeah, I'm only looking the Canucks way here. The Leafs are not a great team. Like, they've been bailed out by some elite goaltending and some magical play by Mitch Marner, but the rest of the team, they're not playing well. I mean, their blue line's better than last year, but their offense has totally struggled. Berube is definitely has not been able to get the most out of them like Sheldon Keefe did. But yeah, they're just relying too much on the goaltending here. So minus 192 is too much for the Leafs, but yeah, I think I'm going to wait and see if I can get a better Canucks number tomorrow. That's the only way I'm looking here, and yeah, hopefully they can pull up this game here. I mean, the Hurricanes, yeah, they play a very fast East-West game, and they totally destroyed the Leafs in that respect, who are kind of a slow team like the Canucks. So it's kind of like it's these teams almost like mirror images. They're just like they have excellent goaltending. I can't say good blue lines because it's just Quinn Hughes and a bunch of scrubs, but the Leafs do have a better blue line in terms of the depth, even if they don't have a guy at the level of Quinn Hughes at the top. But yeah, they both struggle offensively, so they both struggle against the rush. It'll be an interesting game, and that kind of lets me believe in the under as well, although this line might go up a little bit with Lankinen starting, but he should get more respect in the market. So yeah, under 5.5 was good, looking good. Canucks, wait on that. I think the line will go up. Yeah, I'm only looking at the Vancouver way here with the Leafs just struggling to do anything offensively, and the goaltending just continually banging them up. So Canucks to the under.
This line can only go up if you're betting on the Leafs name at this point, because they have not looked good at all. Yeah. The Canucks haven't either, but it's got to be the under 5.5 at this point. You're getting a better goalie. And Wall, hopefully it's only a one-game series where he showed that he's not 100% or he's not who his stats say he is at this point. So, yeah, Canucks on, but you got to wait on that. But I don't know how much higher it goes because 192 is super high already, even on a back-to-back. What are you hoping for? It's going to get up to minus 250? I can't see it, but we'll see what happens. But the under is a safe play for right now.
Yeah, minus 192 is the highest on the board right now for the Leafs, but I think I'm taking the Leafs here on the puck line, plus 136. Canucks have not been good on back-to-backs this season, 0-4 so far, including a shutout loss at home to Nashville, 3-0 last week. And then in December at Vegas, they lost 3-1 after being in Utah. Yeah, Joel said it, long trip there from Carolina up to Toronto. Carolina's a team that's going to kind of tire you out a bit, so I think that's going to not work Ducks' favor exactly here. I know the Leafs haven't been great offensively, but I think they get the job done here on the puck line plus 136, just because I can't take that minus 192 number. They are 17-7 at home, so they have been much better at home than on the road here. Leafs puck line plus 136 or nothing.
Look what the game just fucking kicked off. How about that, Smitty? 7:30 start, my ass.
You know what? They were on hockey time. My bad.
All right, down to 7 o'clock again here. Got the Colorado Avalanche minus 120 at the Winnipeg Jets plus 100. Under 6.5 minus 130. Over 6.5 plus 110. Joel, right back to you.
I have not confirmed the goalie start, but based on the live movement, I'm sure it's Comrie tonight against the Kings. It is, so it'll be Hellebuck against the Avs tomorrow. Yeah, but still, like minus 120. The Jets playing tonight against a tough Kings team. That'll be a big game. The Avalanche, they've been rolling lately. The offense is absolutely clicking, and they're finally getting some goaltending. Mackenzie Blackwood's been one of the best goalies in the league. Was it third in the Vezina odds right now? Not that it really matters because Hellbuck's just going to run away with it apparently. But yeah, minus 120 here for the better team. Absolutely, give me the Avalanche with the Jets on the back-to-back. Yeah, we're just going to keep riding the Avs. Yeah, they've been like one of the best teams in the league. You know, top 3, I would say, since we got the Blackwood trade in. So, yeah, without the goaltending frailty and the like, really, Georgiev, like, he undermined the whole team. And when you don't have any goaltending, the rest of the team loses confidence in winning games. So once you get some stable stuff back there, it'll generate stuff all down the lineup. So give me the Avs, minus 120. I think they're the far superior team. Jets been struggling for the past month or so. So, yeah, I love the Avs here at minus 120. And the total, again, this is more like a 6 than these odds suggest. But with early on, Avalanche overs were cash money, but lately, not so much. They've been very good defensively, and of course, we got some better goaltending. So under 6.5 here, even at minus 130, would be the way to look with Hellbuck and net for the Jets. I think this will be a tight divisional game, but the Avs will come through in the end.
Yeah, like what Joel was saying, minus 6 is minus 105. So yeah, you got to go with the under right now, and then the Colorado Avalanche. The Jets have not looked good how things have been going. And the Avs are still playing up, but they're playing more defensive hockey. And at this point, they're slowing things down and trying just to protect and make sure when they see the offensive opportunities, they go for it and they go hard. So I will take the Avs and I will take the under at this point. And I can't believe this has gone. It opened up at minus 130. So it's been going down ever since Hellebuck's been confirmed. So I will take the chance. If I get goalied, I get goalied. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely love the Avs here at minus 120. Winnipeg is 0-4 in the second game of a back-to-back. I know that's probably been Comrie in most of those games, but playing LA tonight, big heavy team, as Joel said, going to be tough to come back from that. And they're in LA tonight, I believe. No, they're home. They're still home, so no travel there, but still, they've been bad on back-to-backs. Avs are 12-2 as a road favorite, 7-2 with Blackwood and net there. So, yeah, been really, like Joel said, one of the best teams since Blackwood came over. Yeah, just won 6-1 in Minnesota on a back-to-back. Third game in 4 nights, maybe a little bit wary there for Colorado, but I think minus 120 here is a pretty good number. 14-8 on the road is better than their home record, 12-8-1 here. So Avs all day for me at minus 120. Joel, have you placed any Colorado futures since Blackwood came over?
Well, before that, Texas turnover on downs. Nice stop by Jim Knowles' defense. Let's fucking go. But yeah, I made some big bets. I can't remember what I parlayed the Avs with. Western Conference and the Stanley Cup. One of those Sunday night football games. I don't remember which one, but I do have stuff. Plus, those Central Division to win the Stanley Cup bets from very early in the season. But I gotta have some exposure to the Avs. I can't be entirely against them in the playoffs. It hurts too much. I can't. I'm not such a robot that I can just be like, oh, it's just my bankroll versus my heart, whatever. But no, I gotta have some.
That's how you were last year going into the playoffs, right? You were like, oh, I can't bet on the Avalanche. And like a week before the playoffs, you're like, all right, I'm on the Avalanche now.
Yes. Yeah, I had the Denver double too with the Nuggets and the Avalanche. That did not work out too well.
Right. Yeah. All right, down to 8 p.m. here. Got the Washington Capitals plus 105 at the Nashville Predators minus 125. Over 5.5 is minus 130. Under 5.5 plus 110. Smitty, got anything here?
I do not, but if I were to look anyway, it would be the under 5.5. Preds have not looked good. Capitals on a back-to-back. I feel like we're catching a cheap price. I don't know who's in net tonight. Did Kemper end up starting tonight?
Either way, they've been pretty similar between him and Logan Thompson.
Yeah.
It's not
Lindgren.
Who's the other guy? Lindgren.
It's Lindgren.
I was about to say, what year
What
is
did I
it?
say?
Smitty said Kemper.
Oh, okay. I just assumed I made the mistake.
Thanks, Joel. I appreciate the confidence there. Yeah, I have no other way other than the under at this point, but I don't have anything at this current point, so yeah.
Fuck that. This game is. I didn't even look at this one really. I mean, the Capitals in the back-to-back. Playing the Habs tonight. Going out of Nashville. Nashville coming off that road trip. Kind of like the Preds, I guess, with the back-to-back. Kind of cheap at -125. I do think that this line will go up even with the better goalie. Like Logan Thompson has been better than Lindgren this season. But yeah, I think the under is a decent look. But -125 though. I actually kind of like the Preds here, even coming off that road trip. They have been at home for a couple of days, and they are still they're fighting hard. Like even though they're well out of the playoff mix, even though they had such high expectations going into the season, they are still playing hard, winning some tough games as well, and just being competitive in everyone really, and just getting a lot unlucky in terms of the shooting percentage and whatnot. So yeah, give me the Preds here, -125. Kind of like the under as well, but yeah. We'll see if I can find a better price than this. That's the way I look, but just Predators so far.
Yeah, I think I agree with most of that. If you take this one, it has to be the Preds here, -125. Wouldn't take them much higher than that, though. I imagine they will go up with the
Caps on the best price in the market, too. There's a lot of -135s, -140s.
All right, Nashville 8-7-3 at home, 5-14-4 on the road. So they are slightly better. Yeah, coming off that 6-game road trip, but have been home since 3 days off now before this one on Saturday. Washington been very up and down recently, alternating wins and losses since 9 games ago. So maybe if they win tonight, probably lose tomorrow. So yeah, Preds here -125, I guess, would be the way I look. But I might end up taking the under 5.5 here at +110. The first meeting was a 3-2 game. Their meetings last season 3-2 and 3-1. As long as it's Saros in net, and Thompson's been great for the Caps as well. So under 5.5 at a +110, or a better number if you find one, would be the way to look here. Going down to 9 p.m. Got the New York Islanders +100 at the Utah Yotes -120. Over 5.5 is -130. Under 5.5 is +110 here. Joel, got to keep your Isles joke going. So take this one.
They are my Isles for this one. I do like them with the Utah Hockey Club in San Jose. That game is in San Jose, right? I'm not just making shit up. But they do play tonight against the Sharks. Pretty sure it's in San Jose. And then they're coming back to Salt Lake City for this one. And the Islanders were really impressive against the Knights.
They are home tonight.
Oh, they're home tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little less conducive to this bet. But regardless, I like the Owls here at even money as the Dogs. I think they are still at least a comparable team. The Yotes have been up and down all season, and they got Clayton Keller back. But with the Owls, the way they played, I was impressed by them against the Knights. They really shut them down after the first period. Sorokin's had a really tough season. Like, looking at his stats, he had a sub-900 save percentage before that game. I was surprised by that, but I think that he'll respond in this one. After that shutout, he'll get some confidence, and even if it's Varlamov, I don't care. I like the goaltending better for the Owls. So give me the Owls here, +100. I think that they are, they're in a good spot here. They're still fighting for a playoff spot, and the Hockey Club on the back-to-back against the Sharks. I don't know. Maybe they'll use up all their energy against this shitty team. But regardless, give me the Owls here. Even money. Total Isles game under 5.5 here, +110. I think that's the way to look. Although we should see who's starting in net for the Hockey Club tonight, because there is a big difference between Vejmelka and Ingram, the way that he's played lately. Do we know who's starting in net, Ryan?
I'm looking it up right now. It's Vejmelka.
Ingram starting tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So I will stay away from the under, but that makes me like the Owls even more. So give me the Owls, money line, even money.
Yeah, I got to agree with the Isles. I don't have any play on the total because Ingram's coming back from a leave of absence or an injury. They don't necessarily disclose which one it was, but then they ended up tweeting it out. So, yeah, I got to stick with the Isles and see how things go.
Yeah, lived a leave of absence after his mother passed away. So could be could be inspired there. I'm not sure if you when I include that in a handicap here. But I don't really have much for this game. I guess Isles are nothing for me, even money. I remember seeing a quote from Patrick Waugh a few days ago that, they're going to start playing better. There's no reason for it, but they're going to start playing better. Had 3 days off, went into Vegas and won 4-0 there. So, it has to be New York or nothing here. I would lean to the under 5.5 though at plus 110 there. In the second game of a back-to-back, the under is four unders and 1 push for the hockey club here this season, and Islanders shut down Vegas there for a shutout. So Isles in the under here for me. All right, down to 10 p.m. here. I got the New York Rangers plus 140 at the Vegas Golden Knights minus 166. Under 6.5 is minus 125. Over 6.5 is plus 105 here. You got Vegas coming off a very rare home loss there where they scored no goals against the Islanders. We've been talking about that one. 17-5 at home. Rangers are 10-11 on the road. I know they got Shesterkin back. We'll see if they start him in 2 straight games here or if they go to quick. Minus 166 might be a tad too juicy for me, but I think I'm going to end up going that way here with Vegas. It's kind of right in the middle of the pack between there's a minus 160 out there. There's a minus 170. So right smack dab in the middle there. Vegas beat them both meetings last season, 5-1 and 5-2. Just don't like the Rangers here at all this season. So Vegas or nothing here for me at minus 166. As for the total, probably stay away. Could see Vegas coming out firing after being shut out, but just going to be the home Vegas for me.
Bad. Ohio State receiver just dropped a wide open ball. Like, it was an easy fucking catch, but doesn't matter. Quinshon Judkins runs it in for 10 yards for Buckeyes touchdown. Let's fucking go. Yeah, for this game, though, Rangers coming all the way out through the West after a nice win against their rival, the New Jersey Devils. I like the Knights here quite a bit to respond after that embarrassing performance against the Islanders. Yeah, we know what the Golden Knights are. They are the number 1 team according to the ESPN power rankings. So we got to add that to our handicap here. Minus 166, though. I think that's a great price here. The Rangers are a really brutal team. I mean, they had a good performance against the Devils, but that was a bad spot for New Jersey. So, yeah, Knights here, minus 166 to respond after that bad game against the Islanders is a good look for me, and let's get some Eichel points going. Yeah, once again, the total is under 6.5. I get. Well, I don't know. The Rangers they're so bad defensively, like against the rush, but they do generate a lot of offense on the rush, but they haven't been converting, so we do expect them to start scoring a little bit more. So the over 6.5, I think this could be a shootout game, but only thing I bet is the Golden Knights.
Was that only because Quick was in Nick that they had to push the puck? I don't know. I would take a bet on the under at this point because now that Shesterkin's back, that they're going to slow things down back how they were and push back. So I'll take an under at minus 125 and see what happens. Hopefully Vegas can respond. The Rangers are trying to fight back to show that they are not this bad of a team. And some of their underlying, I would take the under and then we'll see what happens.
I don't know if the Rangers are. I don't know if the Rangers are good enough to try to slow things down and control play, especially against Vegas. It's been rough for them. All right, down to 10 p.m. again. Got the Minnesota Wild minus 180 at the San Jose Sharks plus 150. Over 5.5 is minus 120 with the under 5.5 at plus 100 here. Smitty, take this one.
The Sharks have finally shown who they really are, and the Wild had a whole bunch of injuries happen. So, but then Gus Bus did not look great. So the only thing I have is nothing at this point. So yeah.
Do we know who's in that tonight for the Sharks yet?
Gorgiev.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be Askarov. Yeah, I bet the Wild. The Sharks on the back-to-back. Coming back from Salt Lake City. Back to San Jose, not great. Wild have been, injured. Of course, Kaprizov's still out. but they do have some other pieces back, and yeah, just far superior team. After getting embarrassed by their rival, the Colorado Avalanche, fuck yes, oh man, that was so beautiful, just drawing and embarrassing them. Now they're coming back. They're going to San Jose. I think that they do get a better performance out of their boys, and yeah, Sharks are just not good. I mean, other than Celebrini, they got nobody really generating offense consistently. Power play looks okay, but again, it's because of their young blood. So yeah, give me the Wild here minus 180. I think that they can shut the door on the Sharks, just stifle them. So that leads me to an under as well, even though Gustafsson has not been playing well since coming back from his injury. But regardless, give me the Wild. I think that's the best bet in this one. I have not bet the total, but yeah, just get some Wild stuff going.
Yeah, I like the Wild here. 15-3-3 on the road this season, which is pretty impressive. San Jose starting Askarov does give me some pause there. He's been great for them. He's allowed 2 goals or fewer in at least 3 straight games against the Devils, Lightning, and Calgary there. But yeah, San Jose on a back-to-back. I know the Wild, you mentioned the injuries. No Kaprizov, no Brock Faber. Looks like Brodin is day-to-day.
Faber's out too.
As well, Faber's out too, yeah. So
I did not
that
know
explains why it's minus 180 and not minus 210 or so here. But I think Minnesota's been counted out. I mean, for the past few weeks with Kaprizov out, and they've been great there. Besides against those Avalanche, of course. But yeah, the 1-5-2 earlier in the year, 1-6-2 and 3-1 last year. So going on the puck line, San Jose does tend to lose by a few goals in Vegas and Minnesota's past few wins. 6-4, 4-0, 4-3, 5-3. So I think we got a puck line here at plus what's that there? Plus 145. I'll take that. And yeah, I would look to the under if you want a total, but just going to take the Wild puck line. All right, down to 10 p.m. again. Got the Los Angeles Kings at the Calgary Flames. Kings minus 125. Flames plus 105. Over 5.5 minus 115. Under 5.5 minus 105. Joel, close it out.
Right, another back-to-back. That's what happens when you have fucking 15 games on Saturday and we get 5 games on Friday. Got a bunch of teams on these back-to-backs. Once again, I'm asking Ryan to help me out here with the goaltending information. Who's playing?
Kemper is starting tonight, but for the Kings. And the Flames are not on a back-to-back, right?
No,
okay,
I know.
Kemper.
But Talbot still the backup there in LA?
Isn't Talbot in Detroit? Big save, Dave. Big save, Dave. Revenge game here.
Oh yeah, revenge game. Oh shit. Yeah, LA playing in Winnipeg tonight. Going to Calgary. Not a great travel spot, I guess. But yeah, Flames are they went down south in California. Now they're coming back up to Calgary. I don't know what's going on there. This game, I have not bet this one at all. So I'm just. This is just pass, man. Like under 5.5 is kind of calming. Like Dustin Wolf has been very good for the Flames, and we know about the Kings' defensive structure and whatnot. So under 5.5 would be the only thing I'd look at here. But yeah, I don't hate the Flames. I guess at home plus 105 of the Kings in a big game in Winnipeg. But yeah, this is not a game I'm probably gonna bet.
And if you are gonna bet it, I would wait and see what the Kings drop down to, because there's not much going on. If Wolf does start, then take the under and see what happens. But yeah, I would wait and see if the Kings drop any more. If not, I would stay away from the money line at this point, because you don't know what the Flames are doing at this point. If they're ready to sell, or if they're gonna just wait and see and hold put.
Completely agree there now. Yeah, these teams were slated to play in LA on Wednesday night, but the fires out there canceled that. So LA's now had 5 straight days off before the Winnipeg game tonight, and they're decent on back-to-backs. They're 5-1 on back-to-backs this season. I know Calgary has been decent at home. Kings bad on the road. Winnipeg's a tough game for LA, but yeah, just like somebody said, wait for the Kings. Hopefully they get down closer to even money, and then pull the trigger as the one of the latest games here, as 3 of the 10 o'clock games on Saturday night. All right, that is the 15 game slate, the Bukake there on Saturday, January 11th. Anything here before we get into our puck bucks? Any football bets for the weekend you guys got or anything?
My dad maybe suggest a betting site for him to get started with. And then he asked for a bet, of course, because he got the sign-up bonus and all that. So I guess I'm on the Chargers -3. I'm just sweating futures for the most part, but yeah, I guess I bet the Chargers.
Aussie Open
Yeah, I'm on
opens
the
on
other
what,
side.
Monday, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
You're still on Just Sinner? You got a woman yet or no?
No, I got to get some research going. The women's side seems wide open. I thought that Coco Gauff looked really good in the United Cup against Iga, but I haven't bet anyone. Well, I do have a Naomi Osaka bet from like half a year ago, but other than that, I got nothing on the women's side.
Yeah, I don't have much other than maybe the Vikings at this point, but it's way too high now at this point. So it's already
Way
like
too high? Isn't it
-150.
Really?
Yeah, it's because they moved the game to Arizona. They took it out of LA.
Oh
Right,
shit!
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was 135 last night. It was -125 before they moved it. I think it's as high as 150 now, but hold on.
I'm seeing -140, -148 out there for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care who wins that one.
Just go Birds for me. That's my only future I got for me. So all right, let's get to the puck buck bets then here. I will start us off. I was filling them out. Once again, 30 for favorites, 25 for underdogs, unless noted. I got Pittsburgh -105, Ottawa Pittsburgh over 6.5 +102, Edmonton puck line -110, Tampa Bay +130, Columbus St. Louis over 6.5 +105, Philadelphia puck line +130 for 50 puck bucks, Toronto puck line +136, Colorado -120 for 50 puck bucks, Vegas -166. I'm gonna make that 50 puck bucks too. I'm pretty confident in that bet. And then Wild puck line +145.
25 puck bucks. Yeah, let's go with the Bruins. 15 puck bucks +154. Let's go Sabres -130, 20 puck bucks. Let's go Penguins -105, 20 puck bucks. Lightning +130, 20 puck bucks. Oilers -1.5, -110, 20 puck bucks. What's the Flyers regulation line? I'll find that in a minute. Give me this. Stars -1.5, +130, 15 puck bucks. Avalanche -120, 25 puck bucks. And Nashville -125, 20 puck bucks. Islanders even money, 20 puck bucks.
Vegas.
Yes, definitely Vegas. I want to decide if I want to take the Wild. I got to find some regulation prices here, but yeah, Vegas -166, 25 puck bucks, and let me look at the odds here for those the regulation
I got
bets.
Flyers regulations -130.
Okay, 20 puck bucks, and Wild regulation. What's that? My computer sucks.
I got it here in a second. Mild regulation is -105.
Let's go. 20 puck bucks there as well. Well, I got a bigger card than you for once.
Yeah, that's impressive. I didn't know we were having a card measuring contest, but you got that there. Yeah, there's the puck buck bets at the 1:03, 1 hour and 3 minute mark of the YouTube video. Standing so far, Joel 83 and 84 -50.88. I am 94 and 101, down 216.11 there. Smitty, what are some of your biggest bets for tomorrow?
It's definitely the Avs, and then probably the Oilers -1.5, and then the Jets and Avs under.
All right, there you go. Hopefully those come through for us. I think most of us are on at least two of those bets there, so that'll be good there. Make sure you are subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and review there. I'd love to see those. Subscribe on Spotify as well as, of course, YouTube too. Click on that bell button so you get notifications when we go live. We're inching up close to 600 subscribers, so hopefully we can get there before next show. Hopefully get 3 subscribers. We're at 597, so that'd be great there. Follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. If you're looking to get involved, you can reach out to us there or reach out to myself or in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. All right. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
I'm Joel Meyer. You can find me sweating out the fucking Buckeyes. Horns down, baby. Horns down. All night long.
And I'm Smitty, hoping that Notre Dame can bring home a title.
See